Hi, sir. Briefly on Mr. Boissonnault's resignation.
Nice to see you guys.
The Prime Minister ended his day with one less minister in his cabinet. Randy Boissonnault is out. Now an attack line from the opposition.
This Prime Minister in 9 years doubled housing costs, doubled the debt, doubled gun crime, doubled food bank use, and up until a minute ago, he had a minister with a double identity.
The member for Edmonton Centre has stepped down from cabinet to focus on clearing these allegations.
It was cascading scandals that cost the employment minister his own job.
The Prime Minister should have fired that guy a long time ago.
We know that his company was applying for contracts claiming to be 100% Indigenous owned when Randy Boissonnault himself has said that that's not the case.
He's also accused of illegally continuing to run his former company while in cabinet. Edmonton police confirmed they're investigating that company on separate allegations of fraud. Boissonnault denies all wrongdoing.
I think it was too long. I think it speaks to the lack of a strong ethical compass by the Prime Minister and the Liberal government.
He was also called out for making contradictory statements about his family's Indigenous heritage, first saying some family members were Cree, then Métis, a shift he later apologized for.
I want to say unequivocally that I apologize.
But with Boissonnault out, Trudeau now has no one in cabinet representing Alberta. His former cabinet colleagues offered warm words.
Both he and the Prime Minister obviously came to a decision, and I can only but respect that decision. But Randy Boissonnault is a colleague that I appreciate very much.
But wouldn't say the decision to walk away was wrong.
There's a lot of information swirling around. I can tell you I've been here a long time. The best way to tackle that is to focus exclusively on it and make sure that that's what you're doing.
New Brunswick Minister Jeanette Petitpas-Taylor will take over Randy Boissonnault's portfolios of employment and official languages. That's in addition to her work as Minister of Veterans Affairs. At least that's the plan for now. We are expecting a cabinet shuffle before the next election.
Any word from Boissonnault himself today?
For now, he's not speaking, but a statement from the PMO says his focus is on clearing the allegations made against him. That leaves Boissonnault without a cabinet position and Trudeau without an Alberta minister.
All right, Kate McKenna in Ottawa. So next, let's bring in Power and Politics host David Cochrane. So David, it's pretty clear Prime Minister Trudeau felt he had to act right now. And I gather you've been talking with your sources about how he came to that decision.
Yeah, the sense I have from talking to people, Adrienne, is that the Prime Minister couldn't really act until today. This story goes back a while, but it really built a critical mass over the last number of days. And those were days in which the Prime Minister was in South America at a number of international summits meeting with world leaders. So he didn't get back until late last night, got fully briefed in today, and here we are. Randy Boissonnault is out of cabinet as quite frankly, the people around the Prime Minister said to me they have no idea what was coming next, and it was just time to cauterize that wound. The challenge they have now is they have no Alberta cabinet minister, and the only other option for them is George Chahal, who is a Liberal MP for Calgary Skyview. In normal times, that's an automatic pick. The problem is these aren't normal times because just a few weeks ago at that very emotional caucus meeting about the Prime Minister's leadership, Chahal was one of the MPs who stood up and said Justin Trudeau has to go. So it's going to be tough to promote him into that vacant Alberta cabinet post.
And so, I mean, in the spirit of that, what are you watching for next?
Well, when does the Prime Minister do a larger rejigging of the cabinet? We know it's been coming. They've got two ministers, Anita Anand and Jeanette Petitpas-Taylor, doing double duty with multiple portfolios. They have four ministers not running again. They do want to freshen it up to get ready for the next election, but also to respond to Donald Trump. So the clock is ticking on that, maybe not before Christmas, but they want the new team firmly in place before the inauguration in January because they want to go there in numbers and connect with the appropriate people.
All right, David Cochrane in Ottawa. Thank you.
Thank you.